Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the 57th World Tournament, and we're going to be taking a look at the optimal team builds for you to score high during the 57th World Tournament and discuss a little bit of tips and tricks and other information. Now, the 57th World Tournament is the first released after the 10th anniversary, and we do have some alternative options for the teams. I'm not going to say they're the premier picks, because there are some issues with them, but I think overall there are some nice new interesting options to spice up your teams and give you a bit of variety. The World Tournament is very simple. Basically, you need to complete a lot of runs of the World Tournament to get a local ranking, which is you and a group of players, and your overall ranking. You also want to achieve all of the missions possible. A goal, I say, for every World Tournament is to complete all the missions and to get to the top 150 in my local. If I achieve that, generally I consider it to be a very good World Tournament, but again, it's entirely up to you and your own ability to play. It generally is quite a chore, so I understand if some players don't want to do so. Your World Tournament missions are pretty straightforward and give you some additional currencies, as well as also some additional World Tournament Awakening medals, which are great if you want to focus on those. My team builds do not take them into account. And please remember that your daily missions will be for the World Tournament, but also daily missions, unfortunately, that require you to use stamina, you will have to go do additional content, as the World Tournament does not count. Now, in terms of the World Tournament, someone advised me that new players automatically get the option to start at rank 30 now. I don't know how true that is, but otherwise you'll have to work your way up from the bottom difficulty set. In terms of teams, I'm going to give you a lot of teams now with different degrees of difficulty in putting together and some alternative options. The support items will remain the same for all of them, and for most of these teams, your best friend lead will be the Int Piccolo Jr., who still is probably the king of the World Tournament. Alternatively, if you can't use Int Piccolo Jr. with the team leader, it will be a LR Strength Broly or Physical Super Saiyan Broly. Now let's talk about the free-to-play team. Free-to-play team is pretty much the same. You can replace the friend LR 17 and 18 with the Demon King Piccolo, as he's a little bit more accessible and a little bit easier to put together. But otherwise it's the same thing. You get a little bit of support from him, but remember that Krillin is not an extreme class unit, so I still prefer 17 and 18, but yeah. In terms of the next version of the team, we have a summonable team under the Int Demon King Piccolo. He's still the best World Tournament unit because of his active skill being able to be utilized so easily. Remember to put him in the second slot to improve the damage that it does. The rest of the team is pretty straightforward, with a lot of AoE and some support to counteract the fact that we only have one lead. Remember, in World Tournament, your lead is the only lead. Your friend lead doesn't apply their leader skill. The next is a pure Saiyans / Super variant of this team, one that allows you to incorporate the Krillin but is more Broly focused. A lot of people ask, why do I have Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman, on my teams? Jocko has a guaranteed stun for his first turn that he appears. This makes him a good option for World Tournament, as it allows you to cut down on support items. We next have another Int Demon King Piccolo or Piccolo Jr. team. This one features Raditz, who can easily be replaced now with the Tech Vegeta. A word to the wise before using Tech LR Vegeta. Although his AoE damage is insane, please remember that he is going to struggle for ki unless you have the appropriate amount of supports. Remember, he gains a lot of ki on being hit as well, so although a good AoE option, he can be a bit inconsistent to use. Next, we have a Super Saiyans variant of the team. This is just to incorporate some alternative AoE options that players may not be considering. You have the Tech Majin Vegeta and the AGL Super Saiyan Gotenks. Please remember that AGL LR Majin Vegeta is also a pretty good choice, but he does struggle again with ki. He has the same problem Tech Vegeta has, so you can use both of them, just they are slightly inconsistent. We then have our Earthbred Fighters team. This one you can use your Int Piccolo as lead. I just wanted to showcase a different side of the team. We then have a more old school team. This may be better for returning players who maybe don't have some of the more current units or are just looking to use a team that they easily just have to Extreme Awaken. And finally, we have the LR Premium Super Ultra Mega Max whatever World Tournament team, where basically it's all about high volume damage. Like I've mentioned already, Vegeta can be utilized. Just be very careful with him. Rather, I would say replace him with the support to provide more ki. I would also probably replace Tech Broly with the physical Super Saiyan Broly. Again, ki is a problem with only one lead, so trying to keep a lot of these units at above 18 ki for their huge hitting AoE attacks is rather difficult. So rather go with the easier options that are more consistent, flood the team with ki and support, and you'll be good to go. Honestly, you don't need the huge AoE damage dealers with their 18 keys to clear out stages. In terms of rewards, obviously the Hercules autographs and various currencies you get are a great place to start. And then of course you will get World Tournament summon tickets, which you can use on the appropriate banners. Please remember as well, of course as always, that you get a ton of Dragon Stones from the World Tournament. So it's a huge incentive to grind the World Tournament huge, so you can get the Dragon Stones and have a great time. That's it from me. Bye.